There would be no Mahoning Drive-In Theater if it weren't for Mystery Science Theater 3000. Creating this rabid love of genre film, weird film, this draw and lure of discovery within film. The endless memories that we have with this show, and I'm sure I'm speaking for every single person on this lot, it's burrowed into your heart. Having Joel come out here on the lot is a dream come true, something we've been talking about for at least 5 years. And we said, hey, we could probably get the rights to play some episodes up on the big screen and bring fans out. We could do a cool photo op, all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, we could do all that. But to make it a true fan experience, we needed to connect the dots to get to Joel. The king of this this franchise, the creator of this world that we all know and love. And we have to give a huge thank you to Mahoning regular, super fan, supporter, Harold Buckholtz, who's also sitting out at the tables. He is the executive producer of Mystery Science Theater, and also the creator of the Mystery Science Theater 3000 comic book. Harold brought his love of the Mahoning Drive-In Theater into the walls of the Mystery Science Theater camp. Connecting the dots, making this kind of essential, destined connection happen. Which, just like so many moments here at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater, almost seems written in the stars. This event is for every single one of you guys out there that fell in love with this show. For me, I always say the draw of this show is the memories that I have with it, not just as a young fan of movies. But doing that with my parents and family and cousins and friends, it's something that connected us all together. It was like a multi-generational draw, just like many fandoms can be. Those are memories I'll forever cherish and memories that we owe to Joel. So I know how much it means for all of you guys to make your way through that line and be able to see Joel and greet Joel. When you guys pass and you guys meet Harold, give him all that love. Thank him for connecting the dots of the Mahoning Drive-In Theater and Mystery Science Theater fandom together. And we're so excited for tonight. As you guys know, we got a triple feature tonight. And yes, we will be playing from the digital booth. The episodes, naturally, they're not on 35mm. But Joel has curated both the third features tonight and tomorrow. And tonight, I cannot tell you how excited I am for the big circus. I talked about vivid memories watching this film as well with my grandparents, another familial connection. And it is a gorgeous film, one that is going to show off the magic and love and shine of 35mm. So do not go. And if you guys are playing the raffle, we're going to be pulling the winning raffle ticket before Big Circus hits the screen. Okay, so come on in, get your raffle tickets. Only $1 a chance. We do have the limited edition T-shirts. We do have the limited edition posters as of now. Don't wait till the last minute. Come on in, grab it. Also, we want to let you guys know. We know we have a lot of new fans here, okay? This is an event that draws people literally from all over the country. I've already talked to folks from Florida. Mind your headlights and mind your brake lights. And maybe more importantly than both of those, mind your hatchback. If you have a car that has a hatch that goes up, totally cool. Pop it up, sit in the back. It's part of the drive-in culture, but some of these hatches, they just go all the way up and create this blocker for every single person that's sitting behind you. We offer twine at the ticket booth, so if you guys need something to tie down your hatches, now would be a great time to mosey on over, grab yourself a run of twine, and tie her down. Tie her on down. All right, I am going to play you guys some more tunes, and I'm going to get some ads up on the screen, as I mentioned earlier. Super fans here at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. And Dave has lovingly put together a slideshow for all of you guys, not just promoting upcoming shows here at the Mahoning, but also shining a light on the fandom, the deep cut fandom of Mystery Science Theater 3000. So thank you, Dave. All right, guys, gotta keep it rocking. What a dream come true this night. I swear I feel like we're floating on a cloud. Joel Hodgson is in the house, creator of our beloved Mystery Science Theater 3000. We also have the amazing Harold Buchholz in the house. Harold is the executive producer of Mystery Science Theater 3000 and also the creator of the Mystery Science Theater 3000 comic book. He's also the connective tissue between our two fandoms that made this magic happen tonight. He is responsible for this magic. Took the love of the Mahoning Drive-In Theater into the offices of Mystery Science Theater. It took some time to connect the dots and make this event happen, but boy oh boy, was it well worth the wait. Destined timing, as timing is always everything. We wanted to let you guys know. It is, as we speak, a little bit after 7:15, so you have about 15 or 20 minutes until the costume contest, okay? I've been seeing some amazing costumes out there on the lot. Now is your time to shine. Ye will be judged by Joel. That's right, Joel will be picking the winner, and we will award a lavish prize to you. That's going to happen again in about 15 or 20 minutes. I highly recommend to all of you guys, concession lobby. Open with all sorts of great stuff to eat and drink. Do not wait until the last minute to jump in line. You're going to think, oh, I can just roll in and out, boop, boop, boop. Everybody is thinking that right now. Hop in line now, even though you'll have to wait a little bit to get through. It is worth every single minute that you wait. Concession lobby will remain open throughout the entire film, throughout the entire second film, and 20 minutes into the third film. Wanted to let you guys know of our amazing special that Mama Beth has cooked up quite literally this weekend. How about you wrap your lips around Cowboy Mike's own original red hot Ricochet barbecue burger. It's bold. It's really bold. So yeah, come on in and grab that special. Available only this weekend. And we got to give a huge hats off to Zachariah Smith, who's been a longtime Patreon member, supporter of the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. He has supplied us with this amazing photo op outside. It's like a large-scale mural dedicated to the fandom of Mystery Science Theater. Also, we want to give a huge shout-out to the amazing Mahoning team, okay? Every single season, there is this slew of dreamt-up ideas. Things that we are like, we can make this happen, we can make this happen. They are the ones that truly bring the magic in and breathe the life into the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. It's the reason you guys love coming here. It is communal, it is familial, it is like a cinematic Cheers where everybody slowly knows your name, whether you want them to or not. But we just knew that we had to do this event because of all the fandoms that we've represented here on the Mahoning Drive-In lot. This is an undying fandom, a rabid fandom. One that, as I said earlier, shaped many of us We would not be here as the Mahoning Drive-In Theater and the rabid film fans that we are if it were not for Mystery Science Theater and Joel's creation. So, of course, we were dying to do this thing and connect the dots. So tonight is the night, and it is a perfect scenario. You know why? You get all layers of the cake. You get your classic Mystery Science Theater episodes, presented on digital, of course, not on 35 millimeter. You get your intermission reels on 35 millimeter, and third film tonight and tomorrow, curated by Joel, hand-picked by Joel, and of course it's presented on original 35 millimeter. The fact that we are going to enjoy the big circus tonight on 35 millimeter makes the hair stand up on my skin. You guys have no idea how blessed you all are for this experience. So Joel, thank you for that out of the park pick. And then tomorrow night, I said it, as the curator here, I take great pride in the films that we show. Easily the coolest booking that we've had all year is Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, which is screening tomorrow night. So come on out. If you guys have not gotten your tickets for tomorrow, we're about to head into low ticket alert, so do not hesitate. You can spend the entire weekend with Joel. What world is this, right? I said it to the press yesterday. Having Joel come here and walk the lot and be kind of hypnotized like a fan would be, walking through and seeing what we're all about, it was one of those pinch me moments where I'm like, this is a guy who I've looked up to, not just his work, but his mantra for so long, and to have him kind of accept and join the family, if you will, something that we so love here at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. It's just it's another level of magic. All right, guys, the clock's ticking. Are you rushing to get your costume on right now? Because you should be. We got maybe 10 minutes, and then I'll be calling you guys up front, and we'll get the party started with Joel up front. For those of you guys that are showing up a little bit late, have no fear. Joel will be back at his table at intermission. All right, I'm going to play another tune or two for you. It's been kind of just some classic goodies. Now we're kind of jumping into like movie themes, but I think I got a good one here for you. Jumping in here real quick. So Joel's going to take a quick breather, about 10-minute break, but it's perfect for you because you can take the time to get your costumes perfect. It is the perfect time for you to hit the concession lobby. It is the perfect time for you to maybe sign the fan banner over at the photo op. It is maybe the perfect time for you to come in and get your limited edition t-shirt or poster if you did not yet. I actually just heard from the amazing poster artist and resident artist here at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater, Andrew Kern, that we're actually running low on posters already. Guys, you might be setting a new record here. Speaking of setting new records, the raffle is blowing up tonight. If you have not seen this thing, it is stacked to the gills with all things Mystery Science Theater 3000, all things fan related. What you're going to want to do is get in on this thing, and I'll tell you why. Joel has been gracious enough to donate a portion of his profits tonight and proceeds to go to a charity of his choice. So what we felt we should do is donate the raffle money to a charity of choice tonight, and it's actually a charity of Robert's choice. So you will be dropping toward a charitable donation. You will also be helping the Mahoning Drive-In Theater out, as you always do, every time you drop a dime here. Wanted to let you guys know, since we're about to get into showtime, nothing better than scarfing down a themed menu item while you're enjoying the movies here at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. And tonight we got a doozy! Cowboy Mike's own original red hot Rick O'Shea barbecue burger. I'll tell you what, guys, it's bold. It's true. The burger, a classic Mahoning burger topped with Cowboy Mike's barbecue sauce. cheese and an onion ring. If you were wondering, geez, is this available in a vegan option? Heck yeah! Mama Beth's got you covered all day. Also, the seasonal fall cup, the pumpkin cup that has been such a hit. It is available tonight, but we're almost sold out. $7 with a drink, $5 without a drink. You can get coffee, hot cocoa, or spiced cider. Guys, come on in, give your tongue a sleigh ride, visit the concession lobby. I'm going to play a tune for you, and it's one that's going to get you up and out of your seat. Speaking of up and out of your seat, we welcome you guys to come up front as Joel hosts the costume contest and also introduces the film. And we also welcome you guys anytime to sit in the field up front. It's maybe the best view in the house. So it's like one big dance floor up there, isn't it?
Mahoning Drive-In Theater patrons and Mystery Science Theater 3000 superfans. The time is now. If you have a costume, are in costume, and want to be part of the costume contest, come on up front, be part of the fun. If you want to watch the costume contest up close, come on up front, be part of the fun. In mere moments, the next voice you hear will be Virgil Cardamone and or Mr. Joel Hodgson.
All right, folks, can you hear me? I said, can you hear me? How excited are you guys for this weekend's fan event? Let them hear it. Years in the making, and what a perfect setting to have a Mystery Science Theater fan event, am I right? It is going to be a glorious one, and we haven't even played any movies yet, guys. So we are going to get our costume contest started. We have some amazing costumes up front. The way it's going to work for our costumers out there, we are going to bring you on screen. So if you step into the light, you can kind of see what the frame looks like. We will judge you. I have Joel over here with me. We are going to watch your costumes, but leave it up to the audience. If the audience wants, yes.
I don't riff on people. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. But you guys may be able to influence Joel's choice with your reaction. So feel free to honk, flash your lights, and let these amazing costumes hear it. Are you ready to get this thing going? All right, guys. We're going to start with costume number 1. If you can step into frame. Oh, yeah. Let her hear it.
I didn't even say the joke I had for this, but we're doing good. So don't ask why I look like I just got out of prison. I promise the allegations are false, but this is a character of mine that it's an OC I made for Mystery Science Theater. It's if I were the host of it. It's Lexi Marin, the teenage part-timer who tried to quit, boss didn't like her, shot into space. We know the story. Anyway, and since I have no scientific engineering ability at all, I decided, hey, I can moderately paint well. And I made the robot roll call, and the taping was not done by me because I cannot tape for the life of me, but I did all the drawings, and I think it turned out good. I don't know where this is going to end up after this, but mwah.
Guys,
Yeah.
let her hear it. She's got material. Well done. This is exactly what I pictured when we said we were doing a costume contest. All right, if you don't mind stepping off for, camera, but don't go too far. And next up, if you don't mind stepping in. Daryl, what a great costume. Looks just like Daryl. Whoa!
Banana.
Give it up for Banana.
I like bananas.
Well done. See, he knows how to bring it. Thank you so much, Banana. Next up. How do you follow Banana?
I am Dr. Krieger and my assistant.
Liz Monick.
Don't tell anybody, but I'm actually undercover for Dr. Forrester right now.
Give it up for him, guys. All right, Joel is judging you, but in his head. Ooh, look at this one.
Deep hurting.
Well done. Well done. All right, next up. Ooh, it's a scary one. Let us know who you are.
I am Manos in the 5,000th movie. The budget was $40. This costume alone was $25 for that budget.
Very well.
You are not ready for the 30,000th one, let me tell you.
Give it up for him, guys. Oh, yes. Come on.
Huge!
That is amazing. Very well done. Is that all handmade?
Yes, actually, my mother made it.
Wow, Mom. Hats off, Mama. Give it up for Mom, y'all.
I didn't have anything planned. It's a skirt.
It's a skirt. Did you make that skirt?
I did.
Oh, that is very cool.
It's a lot of fabric glue.
That is beautiful. Very retro cool. All right, next up, we got anybody else? Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of pushing the limits of what could be considered a costume, but hey, it's a custom T-shirt made out of bleach and masking tape. So hey, it works.
Awesome. Very well done. See, it's all about the creativity. That is for sure. Next up. Oh, here we go. Oh, my goodness. Strike a pose, my friend. Oh.
The hands of fate have doomed this theater. Thy will be done.
Uh-oh.
I watch after the place while the master is away. You can't stay here. It's not safe. But I'll take your bag.
Oh, God. Amazing. Let them hear it, guys. This is a world that you created, my friend. All right, next up. All right.
I'll get you. Brain guy.
Beautiful. Let them hear it, guys. All right, next up. We got anybody else? Oh. Do you mind? Yeah. So can we pan and show every... Actually, why don't you guys step up?
Wow, that was amazing, you guys. Let's give all these contestants a round of applause. That was so fun. And I think the one who I'm going to give it to is Torgo, because it's going to take him so long to get out here. Let's just play the music and relish how long it will take Torgo to make his way to the microphone. Let's enjoy this now, everyone. Do we have some Torgo music?
Here he comes. Oh, I don't have Torgo queued up.
It's going to take a while. Let's just have some fun with this. Hey, Torgo, over here, man. Over here, Torgo. Yeah, make your way over here. Woo! Let's give it up for Torgo, man.
Yes.
Everybody did a wonderful job.
I forgot your Mr. Pibb, sir.
Thank you very much. All right, thanks so much. Let's give it up for Torgo, everyone.
Amazing.
I'm here. I am so happy to be here at the Mahoning. You guys are wonderful. You've been so gracious. Thank you, Virgil. Virgil, where'd you go, man? Thank you, Virgil. Did such a wonderful job, and the staff at the Mahoning, the best. This is a fan favorite episode from my era with Mystery Science Theater, and it was funny. when I lived in L.A. for a while, I got to be friends with Drew Carey, who was a big Mystery Science Theater fan. It might surprise you. And one day I said to him, "What's your favorite MST?" And he said, "I Accuse My Parents, no question." And I went back and watched it, and I didn't really have a presence of, when we make a Mystery Science Theater, we're just trying to do our very best each time, so we don't know when we're doing a good one or a bad one. We really don't know. It's really once it gets out in the ether and you guys get to see it and kind of pick out the ones you like. So this is one that came back, and getting to watch it again, I just felt like we were at the height of our powers, and it was like a really, it's just a really joyous, fun movie to get to riff on. So I hope you enjoy it. This is I Accuse My Parents with the short Hired, I believe. Is it what is it? Truck Farming? When is Hired? When? Oh, that's right, Manos and Bride of the Monster. So I apologize. Truck Farm, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy it.
Yeah, give it up for him, guys.
What's so funny?
Does it get any better than that, guys? Come on. What do you think? So, are any of you guys into the idea of doing this again as like an annual here at the Mahoning? This might be one of the most fun nights that we have had on the lot, and we are only getting started. It's intermission time here, guys. Concession stands open with all sorts of great stuff to eat and drink. We have our specials available. We have our limited edition merch available. So head on into the concession lobby. Also, Harold is here. Go over to the vendor tents right next to the building, and you guys can thank Harold for making this event happen and connecting the fandoms of the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. Yes, thank you, Harold. Connecting the fandoms of the Mahoning Drive-In Theater and Mystery Science Theater, a match made in heaven. All right, I'm going to kick it over to Mark. He's going to play you guys some tunes. Then we're going to run a classic intermission reel on 35 millimeter. And then, yes, Mac and me. All right, guys, let's keep this party going.
On for intermission, however long it may be, playing pretty much whatever I feel like playing that doesn't necessarily really have anything whatsoever to do with Mystery Science Theater 3000, but some fun uppity tunes to put the boogie in your butt. Wanted to let everybody know that Joel has left for the evening. He was feeling exhausted. He will be back tomorrow night. If you want to talk about that to anyone, Harold is here. Harold is here selling wonderful items of his own and Mystery Science Theater items. He is at the top of the hill there, and he will sign and sell things for you, and I'll play some tunes. The raffle is open for business. There's a limited number of event shirts left. I do believe we are working on getting more posters for tomorrow, and that raffle will be called at the end of the next intermission, so you have a bit more time to get in on that. Now a song that I think Riff Tracks did this movie. This is one of the greatest ratios of really, really good song to really, really not good movie. This is Megaforce.
All right, guys. Can you hear me out there? You know, this is one of the best crowds we've ever had at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater in all of our years here. So we thank you guys for taking us in. So this event would not be possible if it were not for the next guy who is going to be introducing the film. Harold Buckholz is not only an executive producer of Mystery Science Theater and the creator of the beloved comic book, he is a fan of the Mahoning and came here and fell in love and took that love of the Mahoning Drive-In Theater back to the offices of Mystery Science Theater, and guess what? 5 years later, here we are. So, guys, give it up for the amazing Harold Buckholz.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is a dream come true for me to bring two things I love together, Mystery Science Theater and the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. This is just an absolute treat to be here with you guys. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I met Joel Hodgson when I was working at Archie Comics, of all places, and he was doing the Cinematic Titanic live tour with a lot of the previous cast members of Mystery Science Theater. Does anyone ever attend one of the Cinematic Titanics? They were amazing. And what happened was I asked him if he wanted to do a comic book, but what Joel said was, let's get together. And so he invited me to go to the Edison Diner where he had just finished shooting Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld, because he and Jerry Seinfeld were stand-ups at the same time in the early 80s and were very good friends. If you've ever seen Jerry Seinfeld's first HBO special, Joel's in it. And it's very fun. I think you probably can find it on YouTube. But so I got to go to this place where Joel had just finished shooting that, and we had a lunch, and he was telling me his story, and he said that I've done this show. I left it halfway through. I kind of regret that now. I realize this show is my legacy. I am not done with Mystery Science Theater 3000. This was in 2012. And I was such a fan. I said, well, you mean you want to do it again? And he said, yeah, I want to do Mystery Science Theater again. I said, well, how do we make that happen? And 3.5 years later, we worked for hours and hours just trying to find a way to get the rights back, and where would you shoot it, and how would you do it, who would be hosting it. It was just an amazing experience to be with such a creative guy, watching his creative process. And Joel basically, because of the Kickstarter, anybody here support the Kickstarters? Wow, you guys, you understand what you did for Joel. You let him make the show that he wanted, even more than the original series. This was the show that Joel Hodgson wanted to make because you guys made it possible. No studio executive could tell him what to do because you guys were the ones that said, Joel, I want you to make Mystery Science Theater again. Thank you for that. It was an amazing experience. It was because you guys were behind us. It was like we were in a little bubble. It was so amazing. The next movie we're about to see is the lead for season 12, the second Netflix season. I have to tell you a little bit of a story about this one. So Jonah Ray, our new host, who we're gonna see here, when we were talking about doing the new movies, often we would just tell them, hey, here's what we're going to do, and we would have to go from libraries that were available to us, low-budget films. But Jonah said, Joel, get me Mac and Me. Please, please, we want Mac and Me. And so we were like, well, who owns Mac and Me? And we went and looked it up, and unfortunately for us, we discovered it was MGM. We usually don't work with MGM to get Mystery Science Theater movies, but we tried. We went to them for season 11 and said, would you let us do it? And they said, no, we will not give you Mac and Me. And I don't know what happened between season 11 and season 12, but MGM came back and said, do it. And we paid more for that movie, I think, than any film has ever been paid for in the history of Mystery Science Theater, because the younger writers really, 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 really wanted to do Mac and Me. And I think you're going to see tonight why. I think so many people Jonah's age grew up watching that on pay TV. It would just be run over and over and over again. And Paul Rudd didn't hurt. If you've ever seen him playing his clips from Conan from Mac and Me. But this is a really special film. My 3 favorite films from each of the seasons, and I got to write on episodes of all seasons, 11, 12, and 13. But my favorite film is Mac and Me, and it's because with such love and care, these guys really had fun with it. And I think my personal favorites from each of those seasons are those 1980s E.T. knockoff Secret Friend kid movies. I love, love, love Cry Wilderness. I love, love, love Mac and Me. And I can't say I love, but it's hilarious and munchy if you've seen season 13. So this is, to me, the peak of the writing and integrated with the performances, because this is so Jonah. This film is so Jonah, and Joel let him run with this one. There's some cool stuff in here that's kind of baked into the storylines, and it's just a little richer, I think, than anything we ever got to do when we brought the show back. So, with all of that to build up this movie, I hope you enjoy Season 12's opening film, Mac and Me.
Waiting for Mr. Buckles, try and fill us a little bit of time. Sorry everybody about the fog. There's only so much we can do about it, but hopefully it's still an enjoyable show. We'll try and make those changeovers as seamless as possible. It gets a little tricky when you can't quite see the movie, but fingers crossed. I'm also told that if enough people run their engines for just a few minutes, it actually helps the fog to lift. So if you're listening to this in your car, that's what Mark says. If you're in your car, I didn't finish my science degree. I don't know.
Start your engine.
If you run your car for just a few minutes, and if enough people do it, it might help make the movie a little more visible. We'll see.
Well, now I want to find out if it's really going to happen.
We'll see.
I hear the engine
So, congratulations to whoever it is that won tonight's raffle. There will be another tomorrow, of course, with another healthy dose of Mystery Science Theater 3000 DVD box sets. Those were from my collection, and a portion of the proceeds will be donated to charity, much like Joel's earnings from this weekend have been as well. I think he said it was for a climate change awareness initiative, something like that. Correct. Thank you, Virgil. Here he is. You can take the mic, sir.
Hello, everybody. So how was Foggy Mac and Me? Did you guys, for those of you who haven't seen it before, maybe not everything was entirely clear, but that's the joy of the Mahoning. I wasn't expecting a foggy version of Mac and Me, but that was pretty cool. All right, so what's coming up next? Blowing through the fog and beautiful 35mm is Joel's pick for a film that kind of got away. This is one that he actually would have loved to have riffed. This dates back to 1959, and it's a beautiful widescreen film about a circus, and it's got Victor Mature in it. It's got Red Buttons, if you guys know that comic actor, and the guy who's going to be the star of Sunday night here at the Mahoning. We've got Vincent Price in this film as well. So this is a wild, there's just a lot going on in this film. Joel loves this movie. He loves circus films. If any of you guys were on got to see our tour, one of our live national tours, Joel had the Great Cheesy Circus movie tour, and he was looking for films that we could riff. And this was one that he wanted to get, and again, the big studios just wouldn't give it to us. But this is Irwin Allen. You're going to see an Irwin Allen early film. He's known for the disaster movies like Earthquake and Poseidon Adventure, and he's also known for a lot of classic TV, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, Lost in Space. So a guy who loved spectacle. Joel loved spectacle. Joel is a magician himself, and so he's a guy who loves the pomp and circumstance of circus, of film, certainly the ballyhoo of film that goes along with the circus. So all of those things are really special to him, and that's why he chose this film to share on the big screen. This has been a really special opportunity to show a film that got away from us. We never got to riff it, but you're going to get to see a proto Mystery Science Theater episode. You're going to have to provide your own riffs for this one. So everybody enjoy the 35mm edition of Irwin Allen's The Big Circus.
Very much.
Thank you so much for that. And welcome everyone to tonight's showing of The Big Circus. It's a beautiful 35mm print that was struck in 1999. I had the pleasure of inspecting it, and it's gorgeous, so thank you for being here. Thank you all for joining us, and your projectionist for this evening will be Torgo.
engine.
Hi, Torgo.
Hello.
I understand that you ran a food truck after your time with the Master.
There were sanitation problems.
Well, I'm glad you're here now. Enjoy the show, everybody.
Thank you.